financial demon. Sema financial demon. So do we have a financial demon according to you? Nipatie, tengeneza hai iende juu kidogo. Do you have a financial demon? Because most of you come to church because of finances. Mambo imekuwa gumu. Apostle hoera maundu makwa ni manyita nufio. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Apostle hoera biashara yakwa ndirathi na mbere. But I've never heard you, Apostle hoera Ngai anyende makiria. Kana ndige waganu. Ruth. Ushaniambia Apostle niombe niwache waganu. Unaniobeaga, unasemaga niombe biashara imeenda chini sana. Niombe maana things are not working. That is the only thing that I brought you to church. Sindio? Most 100% of you, most of you here, that's the thing that brought you to church. Biashara yangu haikui vizuri, duka yangu ijakaa mzuri, mzee wangu kazi yake imeharibika, mke wangu biashara ninamwekeaga biashara inaanguka chini. Mutiri muoka. You don't go to church. Not only here. 90% of people who go to church, they don't go to church because of seeking righteousness. They go to seek God to touch their businesses. But there is a problem. You have not asked yourself, why is not God responding? Why is God not responding? Why do we have a challenge? Because we have discovered one thing. Life is spiritual. Isn't it? Life is what? Life is spiritual. Meaning everything that you do in life is spiritual. Any movement you make, where you go, what you do, what you don't do is spiritual. Waking up is spiritual. Sleeping is spiritual. We understood, like we had a testimony from Ruth. We also had a testimony from my friend here. And all these testimonies zinakuashiria kwamba life is what? Very spiritual. If life is spiritual, it touches everything that you do. Everything. Sleeping is spiritual. Money is spiritual. And all things that we do in our life is very spiritual. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. So even that demon you hear, the finances, the financial demon, wewe kukosa pesa, it is also spiritual. Sasa labda unasemaga umerogwa, umetoka kwa familia imekaa, mzee wako ameanza kukua mkali, bwana mama bibi yako amekuwa. But ask yourself, why are these challenges now? Why were they not there yesterday? Mnajiulizaga hiyo swali? Ni kwa nini mwaka huu ndio nimepata hii challenges? Biashara yangu ilikuwa imepanda vizuri kutoka last year ndio ilianza kuanguka. Ilianguka kutoka mwezi wa 6 mpaka sasa imekataa kulikava. Ni kwa nini? Why ilitokea mwezi wa 6? Haikutokea mwezi wa 5, haikutokea mwezi wa 8, lakini ilitokea mwezi wa 6. So that's how you need to ujiulize maswali. Ujue kuna tatizo na tatizo hizi lilitoka wapi? Because every challenge of your life iko na source. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Because God blesses us not from the beginning but at the end. The end comes first, then the beginning comes the end. Did you know that? Hello. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. You give a vision and a vision is the end, not the beginning. I want to be a businessman. I want to be a carpenter. I want to be a preacher. That is the end. You are not touching the beginning. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. What you want to become begins. That is how God has designed us. God has designed us that we begin with the end and end with the beginning. Because the beginning, when I'm marrying you, for example, let me marry you now. I want to marry you, and now I'll give you my vision. I'll give you what I want to be. I want to be an engineer. I want to open a supermarket. That is the end, not the beginning. But the beginning, I don't have a pocket. I don't have anything in my pocket. Sina hata dururu. Lakini kile nakupatia venye nitatajirika, venye nitakuwa na pesa, venye nitakuwa mtu mkubwa, venye that is the end. So God designed you from the end, not from the beginning. Hello. Najua hapo mmepotea. Can I repeat again? You understand better? Yeah? Before God created you, He created where you will come and be. He created the Garden of Eden. Man, when he came, he found they were taken to the Garden of Eden. So the Garden of Eden was there. Was it not there? It was existing. So he placed them. He didn't create the Garden of Eden when man came. Man found the Garden of Eden. But who was to manage the garden? So why was the garden created? To whom was he created for? It was created for man. So before the creation of man, God had a thought of man. And he prepared his home. He prepared what will come and make him happy before man came. So he created man in his mind, and then first created what will make this man to exist. So that when the man comes, he is still in the mind. The man is still in the mind when he was creating what? The Garden of Eden. The man was still in the mind when he was creating everything that was meant for the man. Now, after he finished to create the Garden of Eden, he planted all the trees and everything that was there. Then he picks the man from his mind and drops him there. So he created the Garden of Eden in the mind of a man whom he had created. So the business you are talking about was created way before you. That biashara ambayo unafanya ama ambayo unataka kufanya, it is in existence, iko. Maana when God created you, he created your life. Venye maisha yako itaishi. If you have a wife, that wife was created. When you are being created, that's the reason also that woman was created. Hello? Nimekuwa complex sana. Mnanielewa sasa? Mnanielewa lakini? Yes. So kila kitu, kama ni mke wangu mimi nilipotengenezwa, kuna mwanamke alitengenezwa kwa sababu yangu. So God, as he was making me, he was also making my partner. Yet my partner is not going to come until I come, or the partner will come after I come. But all these things will work, they have to work together. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Before God gave me the anointing that I may be able to lead people, he created this building. And this building was created in 1930. People from Israel came and built this building, that other building, the building you are seeing there, until up to KPCU. Hizo building zote zilijengwa 1930 na Wayahudi. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. That is the time my mother was also young and born. Are you getting me? Many years later, this building has been reserved. It was not being used. Only one doctor was using that small part. Pale tu. Huyu doctor wa meeting senior nini gynecologist anaongeanga maneno ya uchafu. Ndio tulikuja na ilikuwa castor. But the other side ilikuwa ni files za coffee since 1931. Since 1931. Files ambazo tulikuta hapa zilikuwa za 1931. Mpaka wakati kahawa ilifukwa. So sisi ndio tulimove hizi files zote tukapeleka hii building ya coffee, hii ya kahawa house. Ukipitia kwa hii mlango hapa kuna building iko hapo. Tuliziweka huko, mimi mwenyewe tulibeba tukapeleka huko. There's a point I want you to understand. That as the building was being built, this house was reserved. Na haikuingiwa na mtu who can defile it. They put the files. Hapa niko sasa. Hapa nimeka madhabahu, kulikuwa ni files zote zilikuwa zimefika huko. Nika kitu kadogo sana kalikuwa pale. Kalikuwa na ofisi ambayo alikuwa naweka madawa zake. Ni daktari. Na hakuwa nakaa, hata tukikuja tuliambiwa tangu achukue sehemu hiyo hajawahi kanyagisha miguu yake. Maana hata tulimutafuta akuje atoe vitu zake. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Me, then as the building was existing, I was not a Christian. I was somewhere in the village. As my mother was born, my mother was in the bush by then. Alikuwa young person, lakini baadaye alijikuta in the bush fighting for the freedom of this nation. Because she had gone to prison for 7 years. Alifungwa miaka 7. Na ule unaga Shoshoroda mwenye nakuaga hapa. They were in the same prison in Kamiti for 7 good years. That is the time my mother was born. But in the spiritual realms, as the Jewish people were building this house, then my name was written in this floor. That one day I will come and find this wall undefiled by anybody, and I will take it for the ministry. Meanwhile, before they even handed over this house to us, we were in another small building at the city stadium. But those people who came to the city stadium, it was a small building that is from this pillar to this pillar to this and this and this. That was the entire church. And we were only 12 people, like the disciples of Jesus Christ. And we were so comfortable and so happy. Namba yetu ingeswell ilikuwa inafika watu 25 mpaka tunatoka nje kutafuta viti. Maana kanisa imejaa. Hii ni wale ado moketi omudhi. Kanisa ilikuwa imejaa. Mpaka breathing unasema madirisha yote ifunguliwe. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. And we used to be very comfortable. Before that I was uko Jericho Social Hall. That is where I was. That is where we started the ministry. And before that, I was roaming here and there. I was doing some crusades here and there. Nafanya crusade hapa, naenda huko. Lakini crusade zote zilikuwa ni za ujinga. Maana I was not saved. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. I was not completely saved. Because tulikuwa tunafanya crusade, tukaenda Embu pale Embu Stadium, tukajaza kiwanja ilijaa, tukaombea walevi wapone, waache kunywa pombe, wagonjwa wakapona, kila kitu ikapona. We had the power to do those things. But eventually tukimaliza kuombea watu, saa moja saa mbili tunaenda Panesic Hotel. Panesic Hotel ni hoteli ya Mkristo, haweki pombe pale. Tunatumana mizika ya pombe Jameson usiku sasa kudiscuss the success story venye tumeombea walevi. Tunakunywa mpaka saa 9 usiku. Sasa ndio tunalala. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Tena tunalala, tunangojea mpaka saa 8 tuingie kwa kiwanja. Ilikuwa 3-day crusade which was power packed crusade. The other side God was working, things were happening, but in the night tulikuwa kwa shetani. Tulikuwa na huko kwa kiwanja hapo ukioga na kasichana kazuri unabeba mnaenda nako. Mnaenda kujienjoy na mnaenda kusema ni muono ya Ezuji kuja gumi. Hivyo. You see the dynamics of things, how they happen in your life. Not until you make a reason and a decision to kick that demon out of you, it will not depart. Because I was doing the work of God, yes. People were coming to the stadium, so yes. I was praying to the sick, they were healed, yes. People got saved, yes. But what did I do in the night? I went to praise the devil. I went to praise Lucifer himself. Because what I did in the night, ikafunguliwa mchana. Venye vituko tumefanya usiku hiyo, hata shetani mwenyewe atasema hawa si mimi nilituma, hawa si wangu. Maana it was bad. Lakini mchana Saturday, nakumbuka on Friday tulifika huko Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That night of Saturday, we drank like nobody's business. Tulikunywa mpaka tukajikuta kwa floor tumelala chini. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Na siku hiyo mchana ya Saturday, kuliokoka walevi 350. Na message yako yote ya Saturday ilikuwa ya walevi. Venye pombe ni baya, venye pombe itakupeleka kuzimu, venye pombe itafanya. Na kaombe wa mtu yote amesikia ameguzwa na hiyo message ya pombe, akuje kiwaja nusu ilikatika ikakuja. Hiyo mapepo yote tukameza. Tukaenda Panesic Hotel na mapepo yote. Tukakunywa mpaka asubuhi. Ile sadaka yote tulitoa. Tulichukua hiyo kiwaja, tuliipeleka kwa baa yote. You see, you can be operating within the kingdom of God, but servicing the kingdom of the devil. And that is how things fail in our lives. That is how mambo yetu mengi yamekosa kufaulika. Maana uko kwenye ufalme, I am in the church now, lakini kazi kubwa ile nafanya ni ya kufanikisha ufalme wa shetani. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Until you are able to understand that whatever you are doing, there is a demon in your life that is curtailing you from achieving the fullness of God. You will always be a pastor in church, but a demon. You will always be an intercessor in church, but a demon. You will always be a church goer, but a demon. And the people will be even respecting you, but you are a demon. You can be respected highly as a man of God, but you are a demon. And that is why people end up worshiping demons. That is where people end up going and servicing the kingdom of the devil. Not knowing. Because people like me, I am good. Look at me. Sini miko msawa. But mi nakuja niko na neno mzuri. But ile vitu nafanya usiku ni gani? Ni baya. So you'll be seeing a good pastor in the day, but a demon in the night. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. And this is what has caused you to suffer all this long. Because when it comes to finances, it is a relationship between you and God. Because it is the principle of the kingdom. It is a principle. There is a principle of the kingdom and the salvation. Kuna kuokoka na kuna kitu inaitwa principles. Principles does not belong to Christians. Principles belongs to human